should you set a target return on ad spend for your Google Shopping ads? This is a good question and the answer might surprise you. Does it guarantee you more sales and conversions? Not necessarily, but if you're unsure whether you're getting the most out of your Google Shopping ads, this video is perfect for you. I'm going to run through what setting a target return on ad spend actually means and dive into why it could get you more sales and when it might not be the best option. We'll also crack the code on selecting the best target return on ad spend for your ads. By the end, you will know exactly if target ROAS is the right strategy to boost your profits, and crucially, how to choose the perfect number to maximize the return. Hi everyone, I'm Clarice Lee here, the ROI Doctor. I help Shopify store owners like you double their revenue with profitable Google ads. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Want to check if your Google ads are already sending the right kind of shoppers? I've got a free resource for you, the Google Ads Pulse Check. It's a 9-point diagnostics checklist that helps you see if your ads are attracting the most likely buyers. Head over to claricelin.com to download it. There's also a direct link in the description and pinned comments below. What is the target return on ad spend exactly? Let's get started with some definitions. Target ROAS or target return on ad spend might sound complicated, but it's actually quite straightforward. Imagine you run a Google Shopping ad, someone clicks, boom, they buy something from your store. That's the ideal scenario, right? When your campaign is set up properly, correctly, it ensures every single sale that originates from an ad click is recorded as a conversion in Google Ads. We're not talking guesswork here. Your Google Ads platform automatically records not just the sale, but also the value of each sale. In this way, you can see exactly what your ads are generating in terms of revenue. Now, here's where things get interesting. Return on ad spend is a key metric or measurement that tells you how efficient your advertising is. It's simply the total sales value you get through your campaign divided by the total amount you spend on your ads. Think of it like this. How much are you spending to run ads and how much are you getting back in return? Now that we are clear about return on ad spend, let's talk about the difference between return on ad spend and target return on ad spend, also known as target ROAS. Return on ad spend is a measurement, but target ROAS is a Google Ads automated bidding strategy. It allows you to take control of your campaign and tells Google exactly how much profit you want to make for every dollar you invest. In simpler terms, you set a specific profitability goal for your campaign. By setting a target number, you're essentially telling Google what you want to get out of your investment. Google then uses this information to bid for ad placements and prioritize showing your ads to people most likely to convert into high-value customers. This means you're not just attracting clicks, you're attracting potential buyers who are more likely to spend what you need to achieve your target profitability. The question comes, why does target ROAS actually matters? By setting a target ROAS, your campaigns become laser focused on generating profitable sales, not just clicks. You're not just paying for clicks, you're ensuring a return on your investment. It's the ultimate tool for maximizing the profit you get from every advertising dollar spent on your Google Shopping campaigns. How does target ROAS bidding strategy works? In simpler terms, you set a specific profit goal for your campaign. Think of it like this. For instance, you tell Google, for every dollar I spend on ads, I want to make at least $4 in sales. That will be your target ROAS and it is expressed as 400%. Here's the cool part. Google uses this information to find the best places to show your ads. Imagine there are different spots online where you can show your ads. Google is like a super smart assistant who finds the spots where people are most likely to buy from you, based on your profit goal. This way, you're attracting people who are more likely to spend money with you, not just people who click on your ad. It's important to remember that this isn't a guarantee. Not every click will result in exactly $4 in sales, but on average, Google will try to show you ads to people who are more likely to get you closer to your 400% goal. However, I want to highlight this important fact. While target ROAS helps prioritize who sees your ads, it doesn't directly control where and when they appear. Google uses a complex auction system to determine ad placements considering factors like your target audience, demographics, interest, and online behavior. The content of the web page is relevant to your product, to competition, how much are other advertisers bidding, your ad's quality and relevance. Does your ad resonate with the audience? If you want to learn more about how does Google decide when and where to show your ads, check out my other in-depth video, Understanding Ad Rank. Link in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Here's the good news. By setting a target ROAS, you are essentially telling Google to prioritize placements that are most likely to generate sales that meet your profitability goal. So while you can't directly control the best places and times, a target ROAS can indirectly influence where your ads are shown by focusing on potential high-value customers. Now that we've covered the definitions for target return on ad spend and how it works, let's go into when should you be setting a specific number for target return on ad spend. Target ROAS is a powerful tool, but it is not for everyone. Whether you choose to use it depends on your business goals, business model, budget, and existing campaign performance. This bidding strategy could be a good fit if you have established and profitable campaigns, having at least 1 to 3 months of consistent sales data, with a minimum of 15 conversions in 30 days. This allows the algorithm to optimize based on historical performance and maximize the ROI. The more sales you have generated through the ads, the more likely target ROAS would work for you, because Google has more data points to help you find more of the right potential customers to show your ads to. If your products have varying profit margins and you have set them up into different campaigns, grouped by their profit margins and product types, setting a different target ROAS allows you to allocate ad spend more efficiently. You can set a specific ROAS target for each product or category to help you prioritize higher margin products. If you have a limited budget but specific profitability goals, setting a target ROAS can also be beneficial. If you have a strict budget but aim to achieve a specific ROAS, this bidding strategy can help you maximize your limited resources. Maintaining profitability and performance during seasonal fluctuations. During peak seasons or holidays, when competition intensifies and user behavior fluctuates, target ROAS bidding can adapt your bids to maintain performance and ROI. This helps to ensure some form of predictability with your campaign performance. Now, let's take a look at some situations where you might want to avoid target ROAS. When you should not set a target return on ad spend. The number one beginner mistake of setting a target return on ad spend is you don't have enough sales yet. If your store is not generating any sales from other marketing channels and your campaign is not driving any sales, do not set a target return on ad spend. If your campaign is not generating any sales yet, setting this target return on ad spend will not suddenly get you sales. Target ROAS is an automated bidding strategy based on past historical ad performance. If there are only clicks and no conversions, do not use this bidding strategy. Setting a target return on ad spend will not yield the results you want because Google has no information on how to achieve this target. And my number one rule, if your store has no customers, running Google ads is not the magic bullet for driving sales. The second mistake with setting target return on ad spend, putting all your products with varying profit margins into one campaign and setting a target return on ad spend. If you have products with very different profit margins in one campaign, setting a single target ROAS can be problematic. Google might prioritize showing lower margin products even if they don't contribute as much to your overall profitability goals. Consider setting up separate campaigns for product categories with varying profit margins. This allows you to set different target ROAS for each campaign, prioritizing higher profit margin products when appropriate. The third mistake, if you're selling very high value products with low sales volume, or if it takes a longer time for a sale to take place, setting a target return on ad spend is not an ideal option. This is because the predictability on how fast a customer takes to make a buying decision varies so widely. It becomes very challenging for Google to accurately forecast and identify the right customers to achieve the profitability goal. In these scenarios, using maximized conversion will likely be the best bidding strategy. What's the ideal target ROAS you should set? It depends. There is no one-size-fits-all answer to the ideal target return on ad spend. It depends heavily on your specific business goals, profit margins, and advertising goals. However, here's a process to help you determine a good starting point for your Google Shopping ads. Firstly, review your past return on ad spend performance over the last 1 to 3 months minimum. If you have more conversion data over the last 12 months, you can also review this information to find out if there are any fluctuations you should take into consideration. Secondly, analyze your profitability. For example, if your current average ROAS is consistently at 250%, meaning you're generating $250 in revenue for every dollar you spend on ads and you're making a profit on those sales, that's a good sign. This indicates your campaign is performing well. Keep this number in mind. Thirdly, set the target based on your goals. If you're happy with your current profit margin and want to maintain it, set your target ROAS at 250%. If you're more conservative with your approach, you can opt for slightly below 250%, like 240% or 230%. Here's why. Ad performance can fluctuate due to various factors like competition, seasonality, and algorithm updates. Setting a target slightly below your historical average creates a buffer to absorb those variations and helps ensure you stay profitable even during minor downturns. A slightly lower target gives Google some wiggle room to optimize your ads and potentially improve efficiency, leading to more conversions at a similar cost even if the ROAS dips slightly below your historical average. However, it's important to also consider these additional factors. 1. Significance of your fluctuations. The size of the buffer you need depends on the typical variability in your ROAS. If your historical ROAS is very stable, a smaller buffer may be sufficient. 2. Confidence in historical data. The effectiveness of this strategy relies on the accuracy and representativeness of your historical data. What this means is, if your campaigns are relatively new or have undergone significant changes over the past month, your historical ROAS might not be a perfect benchmark. 3. If you want to increase profitability. If you're comfortable pushing for higher profits, you can set a more ambitious target ROAS above your historical average, for example, 260%, and gradually increase it as your campaign gathers more data. However, be cautious, an excessively high target might limit your ad reach and affect the performance. If your primary goal is to increase sales volume and you have a high customer lifetime value, customers who tend to repurchase, consider a slightly lower target ROAS. This allows Google to show your ads to a wider audience, potentially generating more sales even with a slight dip in profit margin per sale. The key in setting the right target ROAS is all about finding the right balance. The number you set has to be realistic and in line with previous performance with small degrees of adjustment. It's important to avoid setting your target ROAS too high too quickly. Here's why. Doubling your target ROAS or setting an unrealistically high target can significantly restrict who sees your ads, resulting in limited ad reach. Google might struggle to find users likely to convert at such a high profitability threshold, potentially leading to missed sales opportunity. A very high target ROAS might exclude potential customers who might become loyal, high-value buyers in the long run. Remember, the ideal target ROAS balances profitability with your desired campaign outcomes. Regularly monitor performance and adjust your target as needed based on results and evolving goals. By following these steps and considering the additional factors, you can make informed decisions about setting a target ROAS that helps you achieve your Google Shopping ad goals. Additional pro tips. Consider break-even ROAS. Before setting a target, calculate your break-even ROAS, the minimum return on ad spend required to cover your ad spend and product costs. This is a good starting point to ensure your campaigns are at least profitable. Stay conservative and refine. It's wise to begin with a conservative target ROAS and gradually adjust it upwards as your campaign gathers more data and you gain more confidence. Do not increase your ad budget and adjust your ROAS at the same time. The value set is based on past historical performance. Making too many changes at the same time could affect Google's ability to identify the right shoppers for you. Setting different target ROAS for different countries. If you're running Google Shopping ads across multiple countries, consider setting different target ROAS for each campaign. Factors like competition, customer acquisition costs, and average order value can vary significantly between countries. A target ROAS that works well in one country might not be optimal in another. Also, your overall profitability goals might differ depending on your business strategy and market maturity in each country. You might be willing to accept a lower ROAS in a new market to gain traction while aiming for a higher ROAS in an established market. If you want to learn more about running Google Shopping ads in multiple countries, you can also check out one of my in-depth videos, linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Continuously monitor your campaign performance after setting your target ROAS. Make adjustments as needed based on results and your evolving business goals. Wait for between 10 to 14 days for the campaign to stabilize before making any further changes like adjusting a ROAS or budget changes. If you need more help to analyze your campaign results, check out my other video, How to Review Google Shopping Ads Performance to Improve Results, link in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Do not hyper-focus on setting the target return on ad spend. At the end of the day, this is a bidding strategy that helps you manage your ad budget more efficiently and introduces more predictability in your campaign performance. You still need to set the right foundation by ensuring your product fit is optimized, making sure Google knows who to show your ads to and attracting the right shoppers to click on your ads, and of course to land on your product pages. If your ads are being shown to the wrong people due to an unoptimized feed, continuous adjustment of the target return on ad spend will not bring you anywhere. If you are struggling with getting more clicks on your ads, check out one of my other videos, 7 reasons for low Google Shopping click-throughs and how to overcome those challenges, link in the top right-hand corner of the screen. If your campaign is unprofitable right now, do not obsess with setting the right number for your target return on ad spend. Find out what's the problem and how to start generating a profitable campaign. You can check out one of my other videos, How to Fix Unprofitable Google Shopping Campaigns, for more in-depth strategies, link in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Remember, the ideal target ROAS is a balance between profitability and your desired campaign outcomes. By analyzing your historical data and setting realistic goals, you can find a sweet spot for your Google Shopping ads. To sum up this topic on setting a target return on ad spend, here are the key takeaways. Setting the wrong target ROAS could cost you opportunities to expand your customer base, getting short-term gains and neglecting long-term sustainability, and resulting in diminishing profitability. While setting the right target ROAS enables you to optimize your budget allocation by identifying profitable campaigns, maximizing your return on investment and overall profitability, and of course, achieving a sustainable balance between short-term gains and long-term growth. If you're struggling with unpredictable Google Shopping ads results, and you don't know why, I can help. I help Shopify stores achieve predictable revenue streams through data-driven Google Shopping ad strategies. Drop me an email to find out how I can help you transform your campaigns. My contact details in the description and pinned comment. Alternatively, head to claricelyn.com. If you found this video useful, do remember to give me a like and let YouTube know. And do subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future videos on doubling your store revenue and sales with profitable Google Shopping ads. I'm Claricelyn, the ROI Doctor signing off. Stay profitable.